All right, my friends. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And let's talk pea soup. With tonight's top stories: Hillary is officially damaged goods. HillaryGate Part 3. Yeah. Oh. What? Just what exactly is she hiding? We will analyze this whole situation. And now, Netanyahu wins in a landslide. The Obama forces couldn't shut him down. But it's interesting to note that while Netanyahu got re-elected, Obama took time to address Iran. Yeah, you will find this one interesting. And also, there's Dems out there that are criticizing the administration over Iran. Ah, yes, this is very interesting. And Obamacare turns 5 today. Yeah, we will analyze, how the law has failed. And Ted Cruz announces he is running for president. We will talk about all this and more with you, the viewers, on tonight with your host, William Mitro. All right, my friends. Yes, welcome. Okay, my friends. Well, it is interesting the way things are shaping up to be now. Okay, now we have. Let's examine our policy here now. All right, now, my friends, I want to. I'm gonna get into our top stories, but in a moment. But okay, I want to analyze everything as it has been happening. All right, because now we just had a major election, right, in Israel, right, okay, in which the opponents of Netanyahu tried to make it an election based on a referendum on Netanyahu's policies, right? And now we even went as so far as to go to tell you that Obama was trying to influence the Israeli election. All right, but and that, my friends, is not too far-fetched because we did show you the picture of Obama's campaign field manager, who was in Israel campaigning. Okay, mind you, they started an organization that was supposed to do good around the world, right? Okay, so they got government funding for this focus group or whatever, and it was led by Obama's campaign field manager. That's right. Okay, and so they went to Israel, and they were a government funded organization, right? Supposedly a non-profit, right? to do good around the world. So they went to Israel and they influence peddled in the election. All right, they tried to oust Netanyahu. They tried to do Obama's bidding, and they tried to oust Netanyahu. Yeah. But it didn't work, thank God, because the Israeli people saw through it. All right, now I'm going to start in with that. I know my top story is Hillary, but I'm going to start in with the Israeli elections. All right, the Israeli elections, because this is very, very important, folks. Very, very important, folks. Netanyahu wins in a landslide. Yep, that's right. Wins in a landslide. All right. Okay, and if you take a look at the New York Post, their front cover says BB King. That's right. BB King. All right. Now, he won in a landslide, folks. Okay. And his opponent, okay. Now, his opponent, now the Israeli elections run differently than the American elections. Okay. Now, you're not just voting for a candidate, you're voting for a party. All right. Now, to the left of your screen is Netanyahu, the victor. Okay. Netanyahu's party is the Likud party, and on election day, or prior to the election, they were pulling behind. All right. Okay. And then all of a sudden on election day, momentum gathered up, and Netanyahu's party, the Likud party, came in a landslide, won in a landslide, okay, and beat the Zionist Union Herzog's party. Okay, Herzog is on the right of your screen. Okay, now it was a tremendous defeat, and my word, this is excellent. Okay, this is excellent timing. Okay, because now, my friends, it comes to mind. All right, while everything is up here, okay, but now there is something very, very critical here, okay, to this Netanyahu victory. All right, but Obama, when upon hearing that Netanyahu won, all right, and this I find quite shocking, okay, because if you have ever noticed that during this whole process, okay, Obama has been ducking and dodging Netanyahu, and even when Netanyahu came to address the Congress, right? Okay, when he came to address the Congress, the president didn't meet with him. If you ever noticed that, okay. Now, the president, on the other hand, now, President Obama took time. He took to the airwaves, okay, and on the website, on the White House website, all right, he took time to address Iran. Iran, of all things to do, okay. The Obama administration, Netanyahu wins a big victory, and Obama addresses Iran. Imagine that. Imagine that. Okay. Now, and Obama addresses Iran. Why would he address Iran? You're telling me that that Netanyahu is not more important than Iran. I mean, he's taking sides here. Okay, he's taking sides here. Right? He would rather address Iran. He would rather choose the Ayatollah of Iran over Netanyahu. Now, am I missing something here? I mean, because our president, it doesn't seem to be for us. All right. Now, okay. Mind you, this is what now. Everybody knows about the nuke deal with Iran. All right, which is a bad deal, by the way. All right, and in a time when terrorism is rampant all over the world, okay, and the Middle East is crumbling down, it's on fire, okay. Mind you, Boko Haram has joined ISIS, and now Yemen is in crisis. My goodness, Yemen is in crisis, my friends. All right, and we have a president that doesn't support our longtime friend and ally, Israel, and he's choosing to err on the side of Iran. What's wrong with this picture, my friends? All right. Now, mind you, this is what Netanyahu said during the election, right here, before the election. Okay.
I think that anyone who moves to establish a Palestinian state and evacuate territory is just giving territory away to radical Islamist attacks against Israel.
The White House is...
Okay, now, and now the White House, Obama is just ecstatic over this because and it's like he doesn't seem to get the point here. All right, our longtime friend and ally, Israel. Now, okay, now, and mind you, there is a little bit of confusion now. Okay, there is a little bit of confusion now over what the Prime Minister actually said. All right, because this, my friends, is quite interesting. All right, now, on this note here, okay, with Netanyahu, Netanyahu's win is a victory for Israel. Okay, because the people of Israel chose a strong leader, which is something that Obama is not. All right. I mean, right now his whole foreign policy is backwards. He's helping our enemies. You know, he's this policy of appeasement is just a disaster all around the world. All right, all around the world. Netanyahu wins, and failed leader is choosing sides here. All right. Now, had Netanyahu lost on account that the Obama administration was meddling in the affairs of another country's election, then that would have been really disastrous. Because then you'd really see that that Obama really doesn't support the people of the world, or us for that matter. Okay, and you know, it's just ridiculous the way the administration is acting on this. All right, excuse me, but you know, it just turns me off. You know, okay. And now, speaking of elections, okay, guess what our failed leader has said? All right, guess what our failed leader has said? All right, yeah, okay. Now, Obama goes out and Okay, yeah, Obama goes out, and I want you to take a look at this. Take a look. Okay.
Australia and some other countries, there's mandatory voting. It would be transformative if everybody voted. That would counteract money more than anything.
Transformative? Wait a minute here. Transformative? Now, what's that supposed to mean? Oh my! Now, Obama just stood there and said that he thinks mandatory voting is necessary because in his mind, he thinks voting should be mandatory, right? Well, there's a problem with that because we have what is called a constitution. Yeah, that's right, a constitution. All right, and the Constitution says that it's not mandatory, it's optional. You know, people don't have to vote if they don't want to. All right. Now, all throughout the election, you know, but it is kind of odd. What you know, but Netanyahu, the big major victor here. Okay. Now, but it is kind of odd that Obama would go out and, you know, okay, say that he wants to make voting mandatory. Okay, mandatory. All right, but you listen to what he said in that statement. All right, and he says it would be transformative. Now, what does that mean? Okay, mind you, this is what he said 5 days before he was elected president in 2008. Take a listen to this.
We are 5 days away from fundamentally transforming the United States of America.
Fundamentally transforming the United States of America. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Remember that? You know, and now there's a pull out that says there's a pull out that says that people are concerned that his executive orders are having a negative impact on overall policy. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But you know, and I want to show you something else. Okay. But Obama is just way off point here. Okay, way off point. All right, because you know it isn't up to him. Okay, to declare. You know, he seems to think that if voting was mandatory and everybody voted, right? Okay, he seems to think that the Democratic vote would go up. But that's not the case, my friends. This country has more Republicans than Democrats. All right. There are more. This is a center-right country. All right. And you know, Obama just doesn't understand that. All right. Okay. But now, with all of that in mind, my friends. Okay, there is another issue that I do want to address, okay, because this is quite interesting, all right, and as things become, you know, but as things become quite clear, you know, so Obama didn't like it when he got a thumping in the 2014 election. All right, and they claim that voter turnout was low. I don't buy that though. I think, you know, there's a reason that people voted the Republicans back in control of Congress. All right, and it was a referendum on Obama's policies. That's right. a referendum on Barack Obama's policies. Right. Speaking of which, I will get into that. Okay, but speaking of which, right, speaking of which, I will get into that in a moment. But hold on a second. All right, now because I wanna get into something else here before I get into something major here. Okay, but as you know, last week we covered the cover-up stage of Hillary's little email scandal here, right? Okay, but now we are in HillaryGate Part 3. That's right, HillaryGate Part 3. Just what is she hiding? What is she hiding? Now, there is something that now if she signed a particular form, right? Now of course now Hillary plays the victim because of this. Okay, but okay, I wanna remind everybody of the way Clintons are. The way the Clintons are, because this just they're not being forthcoming with us. We know that she deleted emails, all right, and she claims that they were personal emails, not related to work. But we know that is bogus. You know, we know of all the lies stated in there. All right, and if Hillary Clinton deleted stuff that was classified or related to Benghazi or anything like that, it's to the point where now we are going to see the chairman of the Select Benghazi Committee, Trey Gowdy, actually subpoena that server. All right, because we need to know. We need to know. And there was a document that they were stonewalling on that if Hillary had signed it on her way out, then she would have committed perjury. But it turns out, after stonewalling, the State Department finally went back and looked into it, and they discovered that Hillary didn't sign the document, so she's cleared in that department, but she's not cleared of the scandal. Okay, she's not cleared of the scandal. Okay, and Hillary, this is not the 1990s. You can't blame the vast right-wing conspiracy.
The big story here, for anybody willing to find it and write about it and explain it, is this vast right-wing conspiracy that has been conspiring against my husband since the day he announced for president.
Oh, no. You can't blame the vast right-wing conspiracy, my friend. No. Hillary's going down. She's damaged goods. She's not going to make it, and in fact, I recorded a bunch of clips. All right. And now this is important, okay, for everybody to see. All right, this is very important for everybody to see, because we need to know what is in those documents. Okay. Now, supposedly, she did not turn in all the documents. Okay, but my friends, if history serves me well, then we we will find out that Hillary is hiding something. That okay, Hillary is hiding something very, very interesting. Okay, because we all know. Okay, now we all know that she did break the rules. Now she didn't use the government email. Okay, in fact, okay, when she was Secretary of State, and I'm going to put up these email guidelines, okay, that the administration put up, okay, in regards to emails, okay. Now, I want you to take a look at this, all right. So, now take a look at this, okay. This is what the guidelines were, okay. Now, State Department use secure. The State Department was required to use a secure system. All right, that meant a government email server system. All right, and the rules were they were to be preserved. Any emails, all the emails were supposed to be preserved. Okay, and then the White House said that private emails must be preserved. Okay. Now, preserved in appropriate agencies. Okay, and also the White House said that all work must be conducted on government email. All right. Hillary did not do any of that, mind you. Okay. Hillary did not do any of that. All right. So she broke the rules, and it's always something with the Clintons. Okay, it's always something with the Clintons. They always put out certain rules and guidelines for everybody, but they don't have to follow them. The Clintons always do this. This is why you cannot trust the Clintons. You cannot trust Hillary. All right? Now, this is just ridiculous. All right? What exactly is she hiding? All right? I mean, it's just so not in the pile here. All right? And now, with all of this going on here, all right, we know that Hillary just doesn't think appropriately. Remember back when the scandal started, which, by the way, the New York Times reported that. All right, and the New York Times was the original source of the story that broke out. All right, and when that happened, she wasn't taking interviews. Remember this?
Hillary, with the blunder on the emails, was that just a generalization gap, or can that be corrected?
Her unannounced camp.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Or can that be corrected? Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then she put out a tweet. Okay. She put out a tweet. Okay. And this was her tweet right here. Okay. She said, "I want the public to see my email. I asked the state to release them. That they said they will review them for release as soon as possible." Now, she did all of this, right? Okay. And and then she was silent for about a week. Okay, on this, as the whole scandal erupted and blew up. All right, and then on top of that, she was in trouble for collecting foreign contributions. All right, so then now we need to know what's in that server. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if within the next few days that that server gets looked at, right? Because Hillary, she can't be trusted, and her popularity is going down, and this is going to blow her chances for the presidency because she's hiding something from the public, and it's always something with the Clintons, okay? It's always something with the Clintons. All right, now they just don't learn. All right, they just don't learn. And now, my friends, all right, now, so, and if everything came out, okay, now I want to show you this poll here, all right. Now, Hillary is not as popular as people think, okay. All right, in fact, okay, I want to show you this poll, okay. There's a poll out that asks, does honest describe Hillary Clinton? 44% say yes. 52% said no. All right. So the trust factor is really involved here because you can't, and it's damaging Hillary. Okay, it's really damaging Hillary's chances here. All right. So with this in mind, my friends, all right, really think about who you want to be president of the United States. All right, because this whole thing is going to damage Hillary's chances, and it's not looking good for the former First Lady, former Senator, former Secretary of State, all right, who has a lousy record. I mean, give me one accomplishment that Hillary has done in her tenure. All right. Nobody can name any accomplishment that Hillary has done. Nobody. All right. Nobody in this world. All right. I looked it up. Okay. There is absolutely no accomplishments that are coming from this woman. No accomplishments. Okay. Now. Okay. And so, my friends, it all comes down to this. All right. Guess what? All right. Now, guess what, my friends? All right. So, it all comes down to this. All right. Now, okay, I'm gonna show you this. All right. And I can't. Because this is very important here. Okay, now there are some Democrats out there now that are criticizing the Obama administration. Yeah, that's right. They're criticizing the Obama administration. You know why? Because they're actually upset with Obama over Iran. All right. Now you remember that the letter that was sent from the 47 Republicans to Iran. All right. Informing the supreme ruler of our Constitution. Yeah. Well, now there's Democrats now criticizing President Obama over his policy on Iran. All right, on this nuke deal. Right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, and it's not looking good for Obama. All right, he's just way out of touch here. All right, way out of touch here. All right, but I did have some clips on that, but I want to get to something very important here. Okay, I want to get to something very important here. Okay? Just take a guess at who is running for president. All right? Yeah, he announced it just today. All right? That's right. Senator Ted Cruz has announced that he is running for president of the United States. Yep, that's right. The senator from Texas. All right, take a look.
To the number 33733. You can also text Imagine. We're versatile. Once again, text Constitution to 33733. God's blessing has been on America from the very beginning of this nation. And I believe God isn't done with America yet. I believe in you. I believe in the power of millions of courageous conservatives rising up to reignite the promise of America. And that is why today I am announcing that I'm running for President of the United States.
Senator Ted Cruz is running for President of the United States. He takes his official step. It's official now. Okay? Although he has skipped the exploratory committee step, and he went straight to. Now he announced this at Liberty University, the Christian university founded by Jerry Falwell. That's right. Okay, and now he brought up a lot of good stuff. All right, on this. All right, but Senator Ted Cruz, okay, he brought up some good things. All right, but let's talk.
5 years ago today.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not the one that I wanted to start off.
And yet, for so many Americans, the promise of America seems more and more distant. What is the promise of America? The idea the revolutionary idea that this country was founded upon, which is that our rights, they don't come from man. They come from God Almighty. And that the purpose of the Constitution, as Thomas Jefferson put it, is to serve as chains to bind the mischief of government. The incredible opportunity of the American dream. What has enabled millions of people from all over the world to come to America with nothing and to achieve anything. And then the American exceptionalism that has made this nation a clarion voice for freedom in the world, a shining city on a hill. That's the promise of America. That is what makes this nation an indispensable nation, a unique nation in the history of the world. And yet so many fear that that promise is today unattainable. So many fear it is slipping away from our hands. I want to talk to you this morning about reigniting the promise of America.
The promise of America. Now, let me show you some more of that.
Instead of a tax code that crushes innovation, that imposes burdens on families struggling to make ends meet, imagine a simple flat tax. that let every American fill out his or her taxes on a postcard. Imagine abolishing the IRS. Instead of the lawlessness and the president's unconstitutional executive amnesty, imagine a president that finally secures the borders. And imagine a legal immigration system that welcomes and celebrates those who come to achieve the American dream. Instead of a federal government that wages an assault on our religious liberty, that goes after Hobby Lobby, that goes after Little Sisters of the Poor, that goes after Liberty University. Imagine a federal government that stands for the First Amendment rights of every American. Instead of a federal government that works to undermine our values. Imagine a federal government that works to defend the sanctity of human life. And to uphold the sacrament of marriage. Instead of a government that works to undermine our Second Amendment rights, that seeks to ban our ammunition, imagine a federal government that protects the right to keep and bear arms of all law-abiding Americans. Instead of a government that seizes your emails and your cell phones, imagine a federal government that protected the privacy rights of every American. Instead of a federal government that seeks to dictate school curriculum through Common Core. Imagine repealing every word of Common Core. Imagine embracing school choice as the civil rights issue of the next generation. That every single child, regardless of race, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of wealth or zip code, every child in America has a right to a quality education.
Now, I want to show you this.
5 years ago today, the President signed Obamacare into law. Within hours, Liberty University went to court filing a lawsuit to stop that failed law. Instead of the joblessness, instead of the millions forced into part-time work, instead of the millions who've lost their health insurance, lost their doctors, have faced skyrocketing health insurance premiums. Imagine in 2017, a new president signing legislation repealing every word of Obamacare.
I'd go for that. Because you see, Obamacare has turned 5 years old today, and it is pretty much a disaster. All right, we have less than 7 million people covered through Obamacare exchanges. A majority of states have opted out of the Obamacare exchanges, and it's pretty much a failed law, considering that now the U.S. Supreme Court is stuck in a court case, King versus Burwell, over the language of the law. Now, and plus, another federal court has ruled that Obamacare is quite unconstitutional. So based on those two rulings, and the U.S. Supreme Court will probably rule in like April or the summer. Yeah, April, I think it is, that they're going to rule on it. But Obamacare is going down. It's not helping anybody. It's hurting the economy. All right, and it's just a horrible law altogether. All right, but anyway, on that note, my friends, let's take some calls. All right, 272-0319 is the number. All right. All right, what is on your political mind? Okay, 272-0319. All right. Yeah. Making sure it's all right here. All right, so 272-0319. All right. Okay, mind you. All right, we are pretty much at a crossroads here. All right. And we need your input, your thoughts. Okay, what is definitely on your political mind here? Okay, now, yeah, but all right, my friends, come on. Now I know that. I know you've been paying attention here, right? But with everything that's been going on, okay, how do you think the world today is going? Okay, how is everything, do you think? All right, what is on your political mind? Now, let's speak about the situation of the world today. Now, all right, okay, with the world in crisis now, mind you, Boko Haram had joined ISIS, and you know, we got terrorism all over the world now. ISIS is getting
2009.
ISIS is getting. All right, but ISIS is on the rise. Terrorism is rampant. We've lost Yemen. All right, and you know, Obama's foreign policy is just a disaster. Matter of fact, all of his policies are a disaster. All right, you know, it's not working. Okay, I mean, how in the world are we going to, you know, so keep bear in mind, okay, you know, as you're looking at the political landscape here, all right, you're looking at the political landscape, and with everything in chaos in the world, you know, we definitely need a new direction, right, mind you, okay, because you know, I have said it time and time again, okay, if you vote Republican, then things will be better, all right, things will turn out better, all right, okay, now Okay, but anyhow, so let's get straight down to business, my friends. So 272-0319 is the number. I know you're listening. Okay, I know you're listening and watching everything as it comes to pass here. All right, but you know, we definitely need a new direction. Okay, now, hello, you're on the air. What's on your political mind?
Hey, Will, I just wanted to shout out to that Sue Pargolet that works for Channel 13.
Oh, yeah.
Stephanopoulos, the Constance Cook film.
Okay.
We want to give those Woman of the Month credits for their movie. They came out at Cinemopolis.
Yeah.
I just want to give them many kudos.
Okay, what movie was that?
They did a documentary on Connie Cook. She was a Republican.
Oh, okay.
Was the one to get the abortion law to pass. And before that, people were going and being hurt by it. You really ought to watch the movie. Power to the women. So, Women's Month, many kudos to Sue and Laura Stephanopoulos for their television show that aired last week. So, I did want to say Ted Cruz.
Yep, Ted Cruz from Texas.
He's kind of like an Ernest Amesley. Some of the things I gotta agree and some not. Yeah. I do agree to the flat taxes since the corporations aren't paying anything. I do agree to equal rights for anyone, either gay, sexual, bi, transgendered. That I disagreed. And his gun policy, you know, half this military...
right to bear arms, my friend.
Half this military...
Second Amendment.
Yeah, I'm saying, though, half this ISIS and stuff, they're running around with military guns and military vehicles. If you don't control where the weaponry goes, it ends up in the hands of ISIS. It ends up causing all this. So if they're putting military arms in the hands of them for them to develop against any global government is wrong. They should start keeping track of their weaponry and things that...
No, we don't need gun control.
I mean, you shouldn't just leave tanks behind and all of a sudden somebody gets in and drives them and mows you down. So we need better government control where the weaponries are sold.
Look, Obama tried gun control and it failed.
You know, during Ollie North and stuff, handing out guns, fighting.
Obama tried gun control and it failed.
Look.
And then they trafficked guns to the Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah, but that, like I said before, this is an administrational problem that they have caused. They shouldn't take it out on the rest of the world, and they shouldn't put all the military through hell on a problem that they're going to have to all get together and solve. And it's pretty much, you know, weaponry to the point. So you better come up with once you're done with these vehicles, you better know what to do to bring your weaponry home. Something's got to be done there, so there's got to be better weaponry enforcement rules, whether it's civilian owning a gun or not guns, weaponry or not. It's got to be instructions not to get into the hands of the wrong individuals. It's got to be dealt with.
All right, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your call. I got to get into the last words for the night. All right, now, this report, okay, coming from a special report with Brett Baer on the Robert Durst murder case. Take a listen to this.
Finally, an unfortunate case of mistaken identity for a used-to-be famous singer led to some backtracking by the Associated Press this week. It followed AP reports on the arrest of Robert Durst, the real estate heir charged with first-degree murder. The news service, it appears, got its Dursts confused. It issued this correction. The Associated Press reported erroneously that Robert Durst is a member of a band. He is a real estate heir. Fred Durst is a member of the band Limp Bizkit. Adding insult to injury, Twitter, of course, piled on. On the bright side, Fred Durst's publicist's phone rang for the first time in 10-plus years. And how could the AP think Fred Durst committed those murders? There's no way Fred Durst will ever be relevant again. Ouch.
Ouch. All right, my friends. That's our show for the night. Thank you for watching Political Point Magazine, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history. Follow me on Twitter at WilliamMetro2 and catch us on YouTube. All right, we thank you for watching Political Point, where the right is right and the left is always on the wrong side of history.
you